Hey, well, this session is part 3 of the conversation series. And like I said, before I get started, please see the disclaimer. Um, no suing or any legal actions against me for any consensual or non-consensual viewing. Viewing is at your own discretion. So let's get started. So in the last one, I left off with, Tasha was going, all right, what kind of action or how much of the actions speak of isn't enough, wanting to be near her side and sharing your emotions and feeling of, is that enough action to show her that you love her? And of course, I asked the question, why isn't it enough? What more does she want aside from materialistic things and financial security, So, and I guess, so let me go through and elaborate more on that. And she goes, what are those actions? And I'll tell you what those actions are. It's simplistic. It's wanting to be able to snuggle with her on a cold winter's night. It's being able to roast some sweet potatoes, and sharing with her, the sweet potato. Roasting a corn and sharing it with her, just being with her. I don't know, go through, make sure that when you're together, even if words aren't spoken, that the feelings you have for each other, even in the presence, no words are necessary. That's when you know that that's love. That's what I personally believe. When people always goes, when they're with each other, of talk to me, say something, I'm bored, let's do something. I'm more so along the lines of, why can't we just relish the time that we have together? Because that's what that means to me, and that's what's important to me. And I want to know that being able to be with you means as much to you as it does to me. So it's really, honestly, for me, the more simplistic things in life is those simple gestures. It's, the shy glance when she gives you from the corner of her eye, and the way that she blushes. It's just natural without the heavy gunk of makeup. That simple, sly smile with no manipulative, sly, devilish kind of intent in there. It's just the simplistic things of things. The way that she might just elegantly pro the hair or flip the hair back. Something. It doesn't have to be anything grand. And I'm more of the simplistic guy, the simplistic type, that I prefer those simple gestures that's not as grand and not as loud. So that's just me. But you know what? I go back to, love is sharing a hot sweet potato with the one you love. It's like I said, it's being able to cuddle and sharing the blanket and snuggle under a cold winter's night. So, and as cliche as that sounds, so be it. Let's see here. So continue with her response of, I know that in a divorce, the children are usually given to their mother on a daily basis. The fathers usually get some sort of visitation, which is really terrible, but it's only to keep peace. If a date and time is court appointed, then the parents are less likely to argue over visitation. I believe that the children needs both a mother and a father in their lives, and giving the father weekend visitation is not enough. Let's see here. Some women intentionally keep children from their father after a divorce, and I agree that it's wrong. Falling out of love. I don't like it when people give this as a reason for divorce. I always think, what happened? Did cheating lead to falling out of love, verbal abuse, physical abuse? I don't understand how one day a person can wake up and decide that they are no longer in love with their spouse. Divorce is too easy these days, and people are becoming more and more selfish. I know 2 older men through my parents who have been married 3 times. They not only remarry, but their wives seems to get younger and younger. It's selfishness, if you ask me. It's like they're updating their wives like one would update their car or phone. They want the younger and lighter model, I guess. So let me go through and retort and rebut and give a response to that. As far as falling out of love, that's one of those things where that took me a year or two to realize that really isn't something that you hear often, but when I heard it, it really was profound for me, because people are always, oh, I'm in love, I'm falling in love, and blah blah blah, but you really don't hear I've fallen out of love. So if you can fall in, you can fall out. But more so as that being the excuse of, I don't think that falling out of love is not a unvalid or invalid excuse of, she asked what happened, did cheating lead to falling out of love? It's possible, but then again, I guess on the divorce paper that would be irreconcilable differences based on infidelity. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, again, that would be battery charges and verbal and physical abuse on the divorce paper, which inconspicuously, is irreconcilable differences. Let's see here. Now, I can say that it hasn't happened to me yet, but I can definitely see of waking up one day and, you know what, I don't love you anymore, woman. Who are you? Or it's the flame and the romance is not there. Either we've grown complacent of each other, or supposedly there's no more flair and mystery or excitement, whatever excuse the opposite sex wants to use. And I hear that so many times, the romance just isn't there anymore, the flame, or I don't know anything, or I know everything about them, there's no more mystery. But then it's like, at the same time, when there's mystery, it's, I don't know anything about him or her, or she doesn't tell me anything. And it's like, damn, can you make up your mind? Which is it do you want? Do you want to know everything, or do you not want to know everything? There's that honesty and truth factor, and it's like, do I need to know everything? Do you just want to be honest? Some things I should tell you, or tell me what's relevant, so those things there. Let's see here. So going through, so I've been thinking as a friend, I think it's great that you are protecting yourself and your finances in case your relationship doesn't work out. I have mixed views and feelings really as a friend. I would suggest that you would show your future wife how much you care, all while being practical. As a friend, I would tell you that you are right not to put all your eggs in one basket. I don't know if my opinion as a friend or my own views of what I want in a significant other. The first one is beneficial because my advice will protect your interests. The second, my personal opinion based on what I desire, will not protect your interests, but it will give you insight into the minds of many women. Usually I think in terms of what I would want from my significant other. These are my own views, and I know myself, and I believe that I deserve to be treated a certain way. I agree. However, I don't know who you will marry, and so I can't tell you to throw caution to the wind. I would hate to see your heart broken or you financially bankrupt. Of course, I don't want to see myself heartbroken as well, or financially bankrupt. So from that one, I guess I need to find out more on her views of what her significant other and how she wants to be treated and whatnot. But at least we agree that, protecting our own personal interest is not us being distrustful or reducing love, marriage, commitment down to a business deal. So that's pretty much her arguments and her side. So now is pretty much, I guess, time for our viewers, my viewers, to throw in your feedback. What did you think? Who has, I won't say who has the better argument, but which side do you stand on and why? So with that, I'll end it there, and I'll see you guys next time.